this video, talk about the AI ML tools and the programming languages. The popular one, the Veka tool, the Python open source IDE, and also I'll discuss what is the difference between the traditional programming versus the machine learning algorithms. Free open source softwares are easily available and easily accessible. Huge number of resources, libraries are available. The commonly used by the data scientists and the practitioners are Veka tool, SPSS tool is commercial, Python programming language, which is an open source, and R programming language, it's also an open source. The Python programming, object-oriented and interactive. The packages used are numpy, pandas, scikit-learn for the machine learning, TensorFlow, Keras. Python integrated development environment, the Jupyter notebook, PyCharm, Spider, Google Colab are some of the development environments which supports the Python. The programming versions 2 and 3.0 are the one which is the latest one, 3.0, and more new additions have also come. Okay, so the roadmap of doing the ML programming with Python. After understanding the basic programming constructs using the Python programming language, need to understand the very important packages for numerical computations, data structures, that is numpy, then the data frames from pandas, and for mathematical computations and scientific computations, scikit-learn. Then understand the machine learning algorithms for various tasks such as classification, regression, clustering using the Python package, the scikit-learn and the Keras, and then implement mini projects to start with based on the data sets which are easily available, free of cost. Those are which we have discussed, the UCI and the Kaggle. Python is an interpreted object-oriented high-level programming language, and it's very powerful and runs everywhere. So it's friendly and it's very easy to learn, and it has a bunch of standard libraries like for computer vision, OpenCV, then scientific computing, SciPy, for plotting and visualization, Matplotlib, then the Keras for neural network library, deep learning library which runs on the TensorFlow, and it supports the CPU and GPU as well. Then Pandas for the data manipulation and analysis for transforming and mapping data. Then Jupyter notebook as IDE. Then your IPython with interactive computing, and the scikit-learn for machine learning and data mining, statistical modeling. So NumPy, the Python library, it works for the multi-dimensional array and matrix data structures. Underneath it is the basics ND array, and Python lists are, the NumPy is having an advantage of the basic Python lists, because here the pandas is for it is for your data manipulation. We can import the data from any format like Excel format or your CSV or your SQL database, and there are libraries which supports importing from those files and storing it in data frame. Later on we can do all types of operations on the data frame for visualization, for transformation, for subsetting, for slicing. So this data frame is a very important concept in the pandas. For machine learning tool, Veka, which is Waikato environment for knowledge analysis, is one of the popular tool. No programming skill is required. We can use directly using the software. So collection of visualization tools are there and lots of ML algorithms are there. It's been developed at University of Waikato, that is New Zealand. It's also an open source. Though it is having one command line interface, but it is for minimal requirement, but usually the researchers use it as a no programming tool, and it is very good for the beginner as well to see the results for running different types of algorithms on the same data set. So the Explorer is one of the way using for control experiments. We use experimenter, and there is a knowledge flow for graphically designing a pipeline. So these are the three ways with which we can work on the Weka workbench. The Weka looks like this one, where you can go directly to the Weka website and download it, and all sorts of machine learning algorithms for regression, clustering, association rule, visualization, data mining, pre-processing are available. So what is algorithm in machine learning? So algorithm in machine learning is a procedure that is run on the data to create a machine learning model. This algorithm performs pattern recognition. The algorithms learn from the data and tries to fit onto the data set. The machine learning algorithms models are evaluated, and the performance measure is done, and time and space efficiency are analyzed. These are some of the ML algorithms, and there are many more. Linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, artificial neural network, k-nearest neighbor, k-means clustering. Then you have the support vector machine, deep neural network. There are many such algorithms. These are the very basic one to start with. This is the traditional programming versus machine learning. In traditional programming, we have a program already written which takes the input data and the output result is being produced. In machine learning, we give the input and the output, and it tries to learn the pattern. It tries to understand the working of the features and how it is the output is dependent on these features, and tries to create a model which is a program. So model represents what was learned by the machine learning algorithm, and here the output we tell it is a model. This model is being tested by the test data. So the machine learning initially creates the machine learning model, and that model is nothing but it is the model data and the prediction algorithm. It is a type of optimization procedure that minimizes the error on the model on the training data set if it is a supervised algorithm. Thank you.